TikTok business owners have become so entitled that if you can't afford their crazy high prices, they'll just straight up call you poor.
I really hope that this isn't a controversial take, but artists and small business owners should not be expected to lower their prices so that poor people can afford their items. Art is a luxury.
Thanks for that, Marie Antoinette. You know, art doesn't have to be a luxury. The most primitive societies had painting and music. You just can't expect to charge $1,000 for your small artisanal cupcake with a Jimmy Carter painting on top and expect to get on Shark Tank.
I'm closing the store. Part of it is Amazon and Gen Z shopping behavior are beating the hell out of small neighborhood retail.
This lady really had us in the beginning. I thought, oh, what a nice grandmother trying to save her passion. But then you look at the store and it's filled with like microwaves made from the bones of French Huguenots.
This video sent me on a rabbit hole about this store because you better believe I ran my ass to the Google reviews. And I read review after review after review of this woman being exactly what I thought she was, which is rude and entitled and just seemingly discriminatory to anybody that she didn't deem worthy to shop in her store. I had to go to the reviews because I needed to know why people were saying you couldn't walk into the store anymore. I was like, what does that mean? It's a store. What does that mean? It's a store. And it meant that you had to have an appointment. And if you tried to walk in, she would stop you at the door and go, what are you looking for? And then when you were like, I'm looking for, a saute pan, she'd be like, we don't have a lot of those. Never mind. Try somewhere else. Bye.
This lady said you need to get an appointment before you buy her cannibalistic Cabbage Patch dolls.
I also saw so many reviews from people who were like, this store is a gem and you've just got to get used to Judy. And here's the kicker. In case you didn't dislike her enough off bat, she was like, everybody thinks it's the rent. That's the reason I'm closing. It's not the rent. I own the building. Yeah, I didn't feel bad for her anymore. I don't feel bad for you anymore. I saw a lot of people being like, oh, it's people like her that are like the character of San Francisco. Just a recommendation, I wouldn't put that on your brochures. when you're welcoming people there, I wouldn't be like, ooh, cranky old boomers welcome.
On top of that, her store is closed like most of the time. I wouldn't be surprised if this lady takes a baseball bat and physically impales anybody who walks within 1 mile of her store. And then she's shocked that people don't want to buy her sexually perverted glue guns. Oh my god, you guys, I opened up a banana store where I resell old bananas. Excuse me, I'd like to buy 1 banana. Get the fuck out of here, you piece of shit! I will burn your house to the ground and then track down and kill your entire family lineage, cremate their remains, and send them to Papua New Guinea! Yeah, guys, I just don't know why people aren't buying my bananas, It doesn't make sense, I'm a really welcoming lady. And some of these quote-unquote business owners are straight-up scam artists. This lady is selling her glasses for $45 each and shaming anyone who thinks that's too expensive.
Again, if you think it's overpriced, that's fine, but nobody asked you. Oh, geez. If it's too expensive for you, just say that, love. That's okay. I know what I put into it.
Wow. The way she makes it sound, these cups probably cost her like $40 to make, and she's only making the thinnest of profits because she wants to share her art with the world. No, she bought them on Hobby Lobby for $5 each. You know what? That lady is still better than the small business owner you're about to see.
It's nice to hear your voice again. I've waited all day long, even wrote a song for you. It's strange the way you make me feel.
So yeah, that's obviously AI, but my favorite part was the intro when the white man throws the black woman's lobster purse on the ground and he's just wearing a bright red hat that says Republican. Real subtle messaging there. But the video got over 100,000 likes, and they're charging $80. So I'm sure some poor boomer who stumbled off Facebook and went to TikTok tried to purchase this AI lobster purse to fight racism.
This lobster lady account blocked me, so I couldn't tell you that they're AI. But that didn't stop me. This sob story format is really popular with AI scams right now. Even as a black woman, I have more faith that white women will save. This is not run by a black woman. Just like that's not a real Republican. That hat. Why is she making the bags at the market? And the tent structure is extremely messed up if you look closely. This links to lobsterbags.com, a website that was registered 4 days ago, so we don't know where it came from.
And it's not just this TikTok.
It's nice to hear you say hello. And how are things with you? I love you. But very soon it's time to go.
So that's obviously AI slop. You'd think everyone can see through that. But then I go to the comments, and everyone's like, this is inspiring. Don't give up. Where can I buy a rug? I was like, okay, they're just yanking my ass. They're saying this sarcastically. But then I looked and I didn't see a single comment that so much as mentioned AI, and all the profiles were coming from people born before like 1965, which leads me to believe that they are genuine comments. There are a lot of these. They just use the same script.
Please don't scroll, y'all. My son just wants to show you his rock and roll rugs.
Please don't scroll, y'all. My daughter just wanted to show you her handmade book rugs.
Hey guys, those dirty, totally real Republicans tried to stop my dream of making an AI rug of Dr. Nefario from Despicable Me for the price of 10 million rupees. So, please buy them, or those Republicans are gonna kill me. But I just saw the worst one, posted a few days ago for the 4th of July.
Please don't scroll. My son just wants to show you his wooden flags he makes by hand.
Kidding you, the top comment with almost 1,000 likes says, "Good job, young man. It looks like you're mastering your craft." "That is absolutely wonderful," says Steve from Texas 1967. Steve, 1967? You're a bit young for all this AI slop, honestly. Usually the target's like 1959 and below. And the AI page is monetizing this. They're saying, buy this link in bio, and you check the price, and they're $100 each, and they're literally called Jamal's flags. Hey, Steve from 1967, Jamal doesn't exist! And probably neither will your fucking product you're spending $100 for. And so we can see these AI videos that say, oh, no one wants to buy my handcrafted American flags or rugs or whatever. Works! And people have taken note. And so now small business owners are trying to get sales through pity. They say, oh, no one wants my book, little old me. It worked really well for that guy. 20 million people saw the video and they got a ton of sales. And honestly, that video is fine enough. The dad seems endearing, but it crosses a line when TikTok small business owners try to guilt you into buying from them. The comments are like, well, yeah, you actually have to promote your stuff. The guilt tripping has me dying. And why did you throw it away? You could have, given it to a friend.
Welcome to day 4 of me figuring out how the fuck to market Waterboy so I don't get fired.
This is a great example of pity marketing. It's somebody leaning into their own underdog story or their own desperation in order to drive sales or engagement. It taps into the empathy of somebody rather than just providing social proof of the product working. It's just a struggle because the pitfall is that it makes you seem a little unprofessional, and then also too it can be potentially alienating to your audience and also just kind of come off as like a manipulative tactic.
Someone commented that pity marketing makes them really not want to buy a product. It's a classless strategy that makes them seem like they're barely trying to actually do work. Someone said, I actually love Waterboy, but this approach makes me not want to repurchase.
I live in a country where LeBron James can make $20 million a year, bringing in hundreds of millions of dollars to a billion-dollar organization. But my small business can't get more than 20 likes. Anyways, my dad bought me all these supplies. How do I tell him I don't have any orders?
I first discovered pity marketing because one of my friends started using it to do social media for a brand account. And I was immediately like, oh man, this is really desperate, which it obviously is, that's the point. But I don't think he saw how also repellent it was. If I ever did buy from him, I would be buying out of guilt. I would be buying so he's not mad at me. It's the similar kind of feeling you get when you go to a family-run craft store in a small town, you know what I mean?
I don't like cute little places. Oh, look at that little shop. Let's go in that little shop. Now let's get a divorce. Isn't that a better idea? You go in there. I'll just walk away. Just tell the kids I was a pilot and I got shot down. I don't like little shops. I'm uncomfortable in a little shop. You go in and it's like, clill-ling-ling, clill-ling. Now it's just you and her. You're surrounded by her dream. And you can't just go, ugh, and leave. Like, she saw you. You have to go all the way in now and look at all the little crafts that she made. You made this? Really? You made this instead of killing yourself?
But it's worse on TikTok, because on TikTok we all see the big influencers, the businesses that do really well, so everyone thinks they can sell 1 million orders of their, like, you know, handcrafted walrus underwear. I'm really grateful for all of you who watch and talk with me on these videos, and I know I have to continually earn that. This whole channel could disappear tomorrow. I think a lot of people feel like these quote-unquote small business owners are entitled to people buying from them. They think they made something so amazing that it's the world's fault they haven't become filthy rich.
It's fun to stay at the
Yeah, I'm really sorry this woman lost her business, but unfortunately having success at one time does not entitle you to success indefinitely. And not appreciating that fact is a worse idea than JFK driving a convertible. You're in for a bitter surprise.
How much are you gonna make today?
I'm a sellout.
How much did you make today?
$25.
How much are you gonna make today?
$1,000.
Yeah! How much did you end up making today?
Negative $5.
How much are you gonna make today?
$6,000.
How much did you end up making today? How much are you gonna make today?
I'm gonna sell out.
So how much did you make today?
I made $3.
And the entitlement that expects people to line up in droves for whatever you sell makes a lot of business owners not even make sure they have a good product in the first place. Ah, that's the worst feeling. Someone said, support small businesses. I will if it's good. Think about that. Hey, do you support small businesses? If they're good. It's just a funny sentence. Hey, will you vote for me for president? Yeah. Have you tried being good, buddy?
Supported someone's small business, and this is what I received. Her pictures look so great on TikTok and Instagram. It's so greasy. I'm sending all of this back for sure.
That is disturbing. And I can't believe this. The comments were filled with people saying, well, don't hate on them. They're a small business. They're trying. First of all, you don't know that. And secondly, yeah, we should support small businesses, as one wise commenter put it, when they're good, not when they ship you SpongeBob's remains. And I'll show you why. Someone commented, this is why I can't bring myself to order from people on TikTok, which sucks because a lot of people are genuinely making amazing things. So these scammy small business owners ruin it for everybody. It's good to support creators. It's good to support small creators. It's good to support the people you're passionate about. I remember when I first bought merch from a channel I really liked, it was Truly Greg from Danny Gonzalez. And it's a good thing to support people that make videos you like. In fact, shortly after that, I actually made it into one of Danny's videos.
Oh, I actually am interested in watching this because this is a verified account. And I don't know who this is. Casey Simpson. He's verified. He is
Small.
He is small.
He's a small man.
And he has 7 million Musical.ly followers.
Oh, shoot!
Okay, and he made a video called Danny Dad.
What's up, it's me, Jake Paul. Welcome back to another episode of little show that I like to call This Would Be Cool. It's the show where I just like fidget spinner reviews, you know?
What? Wait, this is on his YouTube channel with 350,000 subscribers, but it's unlisted. So only I can see this, and he made this.
Fidget spinners, best thing to happen to YouTube. It's lit. All right, so it's a video, and it already has 19 million views. We're the fastest growing channel on YouTube.
Who is your favorite YouTuber?
Jake Paul, Ricegum, and Lele Pons.
This is actually really good, but he had to watch like a lot of my videos to be able to cut this together. This is actually really impressive. Editing, 8 out of 10. You missed 2 points. Because I don't like those people. You're lying.
Lele Pons, super iconic YouTuber. Don't argue with me or I'll cry. Today we're gonna be doing a very special thing. It's a little war.
A little what?
war. Today we're going to be doing a very special thing. It's a little war. That was really good. Well, okay, so the overall concept, 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Very good.
Sure.
Honesty, 2 out of 10.
Yeah, no real facts there.
No real facts.
Oh my gosh. I was actually filming a show called Just a Magic Mystery City, and they had all the child actors spend 3 hours doing school, and instead of doing school, I put that video together, so I'm glad Danny ended up liking it. And so all this to say, it's good to support creators, so it's that much more infuriating when creators give out a bad product. This reached a climax when one girl tried to support a small TikTok business, but the decoration she bought literally fell apart in her hands, causing the TikTok business owner to say that she was lying. And then the girl who made the original video warned everyone to never buy from that creator.
Months ago, I took pride and joy in making and curating these for 4 to 5 days.
I'm sorry you're getting hate. Like, I never wanted you to get hate. I just wanted my refund, and I wanted people to know that this is what you do to your customers who aren't satisfied with your products. You don't want a refund, and I hope that they don't buy, because then they're going to be out of money too, and you don't know how important that money is for them. Like, they could be a mother of kids, and like they're struggling to make ends meet, and they just wanted to get their daughter something or something like this. It's honestly also a hazard, because the way that it was wet, people are saying it's like spackle or whatever, and the fact that I touched that and other people could be touching that too whenever it's wet, that's dangerous. And then you said that there's a hate train of people coming whenever they've never experienced your products. Girl, I hope they never do. And it makes you look even worse now that you've just turned off all your comments, because everyone is flooding your comments. I didn't send them there. It was their own free will. But the fact that you're turning off your comments is making it seem like you know you're wrong and you just don't want to see it.
It's crazy how many people are selling the cheapest made products they can because they think TikTok is Sutter's Mill, where everyone can easily strike it rich. And then as soon as they get any sales or any followers, they'll demand people treat them like a celebrity.
I just saw a video of a girl with 7 followers, 7, as in Snow White's co-workers, bitch, walk into a small family-owned pizza shop and ask for free food because she's an influencer. Huh? And when they said no, because they're running a business, not a Make-A-Wish Foundation, she left a bad review. She made a video of a bad review because they wouldn't give her a free calzone. Just because you are unemployed and make 32 TikToks a day doesn't mean you're an influencer. This is a full-blown epidemic. Somewhere along the way, social media told people that they could walk into a small business with 14 views and a dream to leverage their platform and blackmail businesses into giving them free shit, or they will make negative videos about them. Hi, I would like to leverage my platform. What platform, bitch? You have a cracked iPhone 11. The thing that pisses me off is it's always a small business. Why is it always a small business? Because you're not that dumb, right? Even your delusion has some semblance of self-preservation. You're not walking into McDonald's asking for a free Big Mac to give them exposure, because the only thing they would expose is you to the exit, ho. Meanwhile, that little pizza shop that you try to strong arm, that is that man's mortgage, that is his kid's tuition. He got up at 6 a.m. to make fresh handmade dough while you're making your 5th get ready with me while I go be a menace to society video.
Please do not do this when you have 7 followers, or like even if you have 8 followers. Maybe if you have 9 followers. So while small business scam artists are getting thousands of dollars of sales, truly good small businesses have to watch their customers treat their business like an open secret so it doesn't get ruined by being popular. And it's things like that that drive businesses to try some very suspicious but successful business strategies.
There's this super weird trend I've been noticing with small businesses on this app recently. They'll make an account on here, but they won't post about like their product or their service or their goods or like what they actually do. It'll just be random like teenage to early 20-year-old girls that work there just posting whatever the fuck they want, which, you know, fair enough, you can do that. That's a like fun little cool thing to do at work. But the address of these establishments is on the TikTok, and it sort of becomes this thing where they're not promoting the product. They're like promoting, hey, we have these really cute girls that work here. We have these young girls that will be at a guaranteed location at a guaranteed time that you can come and see whenever you want. This is not safe.
Small businesses are turning to tactics like that because they're realizing people don't have unlimited money to spend on their like special made trinkets. You know, even if it's very special to you.
Cost that much cause it takes me fucking hours.
In the words of George W. Bush, people gotta put food on their family.
And you're working hard to put food on your family.
In the end, a lot of these TikTok business owners have to throw away all their products because they overestimated people's interest in, like, you know, Patrick Star cup holders. But that will not stop them from trying to guilt you into buying their products. Someone commented, it takes them hours to make it. Okay, it takes me days to earn the money for it. The fuck?
Here's what hasn't sold yet at LA Comic-Con that I thought was gonna sell right away. So, prove me right. These cookie cutters. Oh my gosh, doesn't anybody love functional stuff? Look at this. So cute, the cookie cutter. And this Dragon Ball Z coaster set, you get all 7 Dragon Balls plus the finder, and they sit nicely in this case. Also, mystery bags. They're only $5.
Mystery bags are just shorthand for things that you know wouldn't sell if people knew what they were. But I'm sorry, I don't care how much effort you put into it. $10 for a cookie is absolutely insane.
You think $10 for one cookie is insane? All right, let's break this down. A custom order of 2 dozen cookies at $10 a cookie, that is $240. Immediately, let's deduct, say, $10 for supplies and ingredients. That leaves $230. Now let's talk about the total time it takes to make those 2 dozen custom cookies. Communication with the client, 1 hour. Designing the set, 30 minutes. Making the dough and baking, 1 hour. Making icing, mixing colors, bagging icing, 1 hour. Decorating, 4 hours. Cleanup, 15 minutes. Packaging, 15 minutes. That's a total of 8 hours. 230 divided by 8 is $28.75 an hour. 40 hours a week for 50 weeks a year, because yes, I would like 2 weeks of unpaid vacation. That's $57,500. Is $57,500 a year an insane salary? Also, let's take into consideration that I live in New York City, one of the most expensive cities to live in. If I charged half that at $5 a cookie, which most in this comment section would still call too much, that would be a salary of $28,750.
Lady, we're not saying $57,000 is a ridiculous salary. We're saying a $10 cookie is a ridiculous price. Even if it's the best cookie, even if there's no way for you to make it for less than $10, it doesn't change that $10 is unaffordable for a cookie, you know? Maybe it's affordable for like a giant cookie the size of Wisconsin. If there was a giant cookie the size of Wisconsin, I'd buy it. Also, one of that lady's justifications for selling cookies at Weimar Republic prices is that she gives her clients an hour consultation to pick the emoji. How does that go? What emoji do you want? I'll take the poop emoji. Okay. So you want to play Mahjong? And you can't exactly just, like, tell these business owners, I don't want to buy your stupid cookies because they're $10 each.
We're sorry you couldn't find anything, but please come back and see us sometime soon. My family really appreciates your business, especially this time of year. Bye-bye. Bye, thank you. Everything you guys make by hand is really cute and all, but I just found, like, pretty much the same thing on Amazon for, like, half the price. And it comes in so many different colors, so hope your family starves for Christmas and you guys can afford to put gifts under the tree for your kids or whatever. But yeah, good luck. Kiss my ass.
Someone said, your art is well worth the price. I, however, am poor. That's sometimes true, but sometimes not true. Someone commented, that's literally a school lunch. Someone else said, keep it a small business. Someone said, like for real, they be charging $5 for one Oreo and expect profit.
Defensive and very rude about the price of the cake. Although this is exactly how we decorate all.
I would also become defensive and very rude if you were trying to charge me $80 for that cake. You took a cake, put white frosting on it, and literally just smushed it through sprinkles. That's neither labor or time intensive. And even if it was, it is still really fucking ugly.
Bro, what the hell? She just like stuck her fingers all over that cake too. Hey, would you like some ice cream? Would you like some ice cream? God damn. Oh, what'd I do for the bit? Tell me I was recording. Oh gosh. Oh, phew. So many people want to support small businesses, but at a certain point, it's just too expensive.
I love to support a local coffee shop, but guess how much? A medium iced latte. I did add an extra shot, and this cookie was $18. More than, and some change. I said, what? She said, your total's 18 something. I said, what? She said, the cookie's $7. I should have said, throw the fucking cookie away, but I was afraid. I was holding up a line. I paid it. I'm insane. I'm insane. I'm enabling in this behavior. I'm enabling these prices. I like to support local. You're making it hard.
The heart of any local small business is going to be the people who live around you, but discretionary income among the bottom 70% has stagnated or even by some estimates gone down. So if you're charging $18 plus tip for a cookie and a coffee, you're going to force people to go to insomnia. And you can say, Casey, well, maybe the businesses can't lower their prices anymore. This is what it costs to make the cookie. Well, small businesses certainly can control how they treat treat their customers.
All these local places like near me, when I go in there around 11:05, 11:10, first thing the guy says to me is like, dude, we're not ready yet. It's like, it drives me nuts. It's like, dude, you specified that 11 o'clock was the time that you guys are open. There's no reason why I'm on time and you're not on time. And another thing, put prices on the menu. Put prices on the menu. I can't tell you how many times I've left the place after inexplicably paying like $18 for a bacon, egg, and cheese. Everybody acts like they love them. Like, try living in one of those small towns where you're going to get a coffee at like 3 p.m. and you go to the coffee place and it's closed because like the guy's taking a nap. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you're gonna ask people to take a chance on your unproven small business, you have to at least be open when you say you're gonna be open. I'm a big fan of California Pizza Kitchen's mac and cheese, and I went there a couple months ago at 10:30 because on Google Maps it said they open at 10:30. It turned out they weren't open till 11 and Google Maps needed to be updated, but they were so apologetic they got us in right at 11 and they were worried about losing our business. It seems like a lot of small businesses don't feel the urgency to take care of their customers because the truth is a lot of people dream of becoming a small business owner to quit their corporate job. They want to walk up to their boss and say, screw you, I don't need you, without realizing that usually a small business will take way more work. A lot of people aren't good at business the way a lot of people aren't good at singing or bobsledding. So they'll run their business poorly and then blame everyone else when it fails. Like, remember this lady? She literally blamed her business closing on Gen Z.
Part of it is Amazon and Gen Z shopping behavior.
I can blame Gen Z for a lot of things. I'm not sure this lady's like creepy Jeffrey Dahmer store is one of them. In fact, I will praise Gen Z for closing down that lady's store. And so people are tempted to just skip the hard work of building a real business and just start scamming their followers.
One thing I hate is when small businesses try and act like their product is a luxury or a novelty when it's literally just a cheap thing that you can order off of Shein or Amazon. I went to this downtown area with my boyfriend and his family this weekend, and there was this store that was selling like a bunch of European pottery. They had this section with a bunch of bamboo bowls, okay? And it said that they were based, like the people that make them were based in Hamburg, Germany. And the shop owner came over while we were looking at them and she was like, oh, I'm actually from Hamburg, like these are from my hometown. And then you check the label of it and it says made in Vietnam. And it's just really scammy and disappointing when these small businesses try and act like the product that they are making is anything but a mass-produced factory item.
And the comments were filled with stories like this. People said they worked at a bakery that claimed everything was homemade, but they really bought it all from the grocery store. Someone else bought a handmade paper star at a local Christmas market, gave it to her family, and then saw the Made in India sticker. Why do you do this to people? Aren't we our brother's keeper? Or are we just like India's keeper? And something I haven't even mentioned is that because so many small business owners don't know what they're doing and they're selling scams, or they're not selling scams, but a lot of people assume they are, they have to run a really tight ship and it can be brutal to work for them.
Support small business all you want, but don't work at one, okay? Don't do it. Ah! That's how it feels to work at a small business. Just so you know.
Yeah, people agree. I have 7 coworkers, and when someone wants a day off, it ruins everyone's entire week. Working in a small business is cool because you personally know who's exploiting your labor. And only at a small business do you have to worry about your boss's finances. Because unlike working at Walmart or Banana Republic, small business owners too often expect you to care about their business as much as you do. You try to take a day off to catch the season 2 premiere of Heated Rivalry, and the owner's like, where are you going? We have our sale on Army Hammer bobbleheads on Sunday. And small businesses think they can solve their economic woes with raising prices, but basic economics disagrees.
My sisters and I went to support a local food truck. We ordered 2 funnel cakes and 1 churro. They were pretty basic, nothing special. $55? What do you mean $55 for 2 funnel cakes and a fucking churro?
$55 for a funnel cake and churros? That's like paying $10 for a cookie. I think those guys could be natural business partners. And I get it, small businesses have to deal with a lot of problems, like what happened to this lady.
What do we do when somebody doesn't pick up their cake order? Well, we try to make it pretty. This cake was ordered for pickup 10 days ago and they never came and got it, so we had to cover up the lettering. I don't think anyone's gonna buy a cake that says Happy 13th Birthday Miracle. And it had been sitting on the cake too long to scrape it off, so we had to just cover it up. Cake cover-ups usually aren't the prettiest, so we know this is not the best cake in the freezer, but we really did try to make it work. We did some colorful pink and purple with some mixed icing on top. I think it turned out really cute for what it was. Somebody will buy it, covered it up, and put it back in the display freezer.
Or this small business who got some very suggestive comments.
We've been getting a lot of creepy comments in our TikTok. To be honest, it's been making some of the stuff really uncomfortable and unsafe. Please stop with the thirsty comments. Thank you.
Everyone commented, I've got no idea who you are, but where are these creeps? I'll fight them. So yes, when you're running a small business, it's all on you. And I admire anyone who has the courage to do that. But that's also what you're signing up for, not what your employees signed up for. You can't expect them to care about something that you have much more stock in. If this business succeeds, you're gonna get most of the profit. This person commented how working in a small business makes them feel the weight of how his boss's mortgage directly depends on him and the other 5 colleagues he's underpaying. And you also can't expect people to buy all your 3D printed Buddha statues just because you have a live, laugh, love welcome mat.
I don't understand why small businesses punish customers for doing business with them, and I'm talking about convenience fees and upcharging literally everything.
A lot of small business owners have this self-preservation mindset that makes you greedy. I'm not sure you realize how bad it looks to the customer. When you do things like not accepting returns, refunds, exchanges, refusing to send replacements if the USPS loses packages, having astronomically high shipping, making customers hate you and making it where they're way less likely to buy from you ever.
You have to earn your customer's business and realize that 80% of small businesses fail. And when they're making you get an appointment to even go into their store, you wonder why. Someone literally had their boss say to them, I'm a little worried we won't totally sell out of everything. What? Selling out is the dream, it's not an expectation.
My small business isn't doing so well. I'm a pretty private person. This is really hard to show to the internet, but here we go. So 2021 was such an incredible year for my jewelry business. It grew and grew and I could not keep up with it. And I was fortunate enough to be able to buy my own house. I then started to renovate my house all by myself, which was super cool, but meant that I did have to sacrifice the business for a year. At the point that my house was almost complete, I was diagnosed with lupus. I was rushed into an emergency biopsy and told that my hair was never going to recover. I really started to struggle. I'm still trying to maintain my business at this time, but soon I began to notice that our socials were tanking and our orders were just getting less and less.
That's really hard. And the creator aptly captioned that video, the reality of running a small business. But sometimes small business owners are making their own mistakes. Honestly, keep that photo up. It's iconic at this point. But the very best small business I've seen on TikTok has to be this one.
Can you do a French tip?
What does that mean?
Can you do a French tip?
I can't.
That toddler spoke frighteningly clearly, by the way. I feel like he could grow up to be the next voice of Bop It.
Bop it! Twist it!
Do you think TikTok small businesses are too entitled? Have you worked for one? I want to know. I'll respond to as many comments as I can. And of course, thank you to our wonderful patrons. Bob Burke, I met Raz, Amalem, Keaton, Nick, Magnus, Tito, J, Kendall, Anthony, Lil, Jase, Aaliyah, Sammy, Cool, Becca, Avery, Gerard, Beth, Pillow, Love, Wendy, Pine, Eli, Sylvie, Caroline, Alex, Planet, Greb, Zach, Oz, Nepton, Coco, Drake, Doug, Jenny, and welcome to our newest patron, Bess D. Scratch that, I'd actually like to welcome our newest patrons as Michael King the Great, Jase the Great, and Sally Ferguson. Welcome to the 3 of you. We'd love for you to come join this famous list on our Patreon, link in the description.